So the first thing we're going to do today is go over some frequently made mistakes from assignment 1C submissions. Some people have submitted their assignments already, which is great. And so let's take a look at some of the things I noticed when I reviewed them. If you have submitted your Google form, then I have pushed my comments to your code. There are about half a dozen of you who have that. So first of all, please make sure that you do the decoding for assignment 1C of the input regular expressions in the controller file. So this should be done there using the appropriate helper method that's defined in the WebUtils class. So both of these things should do the encoding there. It's just a cleaner place to do that decoding. Let's take a look down here. This is some stuff in the movie services file. So please refactor this code here. This is in get matches for patterns to use the find matches for patterns task helper method. Kind of cleans up some of the stuff here so you don't have to write all this code redundantly and use stream and map and so on. In the get matches for pattern here, you want to call the find match async method instead of using scope fork and then calling find matches for patterns task. That'll factor the code out to make it a little cleaner. And down here, just for kicks, try to use the Java ternary operator instead of using the if-else statement. That'll clean your code up a bit more. And this can be cleaned up too, although I think that depends whether you have that implementation the way it's done there. Down here, this is more of a quirk with the tests. We need to fix the tests. I'll probably fix the tests soon. But make sure that you change this call here, like that, to be scope.join followed by return scope.result. This code is correct. It's just the tests, for some reason, don't like it that way. So just make the tests happy. Down here, again, get in the habit of using the Java ternary operator to avoid the if-else statement. And one reason for doing this, why are we doing this? Because then we don't have to put all this extra syntax in here. As you can see, we have to use the curly brace, open, close. We have if-else, so it just makes the code a lot more complicated and cumbersome, and that can be cleaned up by using the ternary operator, which is the question mark colon operator. It's the one that looks like this. It's kind of a funny operator. And then down here, double check this, please. I think you can just use futures to list instead of having to write this code out. The one thing I'm not entirely sure of is whether the test for that. So take a look and see if you can use future utils.futures to list. That'll clean this code up because it pushes it all into a reusable method. But double check that to make sure that that's correct. OK, so that's what I've seen so far. So far, what I've seen has been good. So it shouldn't be too hard to get your code in accordance with this feedback I've been providing.